Welcome to my channel, Stop Stuttering with Olga. Today I would like to talk to you about what entails the way out of stuttering. What did I actually do in order to liberate myself from this debilitating problem? Blocking, fear, trembling, panicking, and so on and so forth. First of all, I did use techniques. I used control and block modification tools. But the problem with those tools was that they made my speech sound very robotic. And I didn't like that at all. Even though I could control my blocks and I no longer stuttered out of control, I was still very rigid, very self-conscious. I was still very uncomfortable with being who I am. And this goes back to my childhood, it goes back to my puberty. This is where it all started. So, in order to become entirely free of stuttering, of speech anxiety, of those repetitive thoughts, irrational thoughts, when you constantly rehearse what you're going to say, and I had to change my mindset. Tools and techniques are great. They are great at the beginning of your journey. But if you are still questioning yourself as to why am I feeling uncomfortable in certain situations, why am I not assertive enough, why can I not stand up for myself, why in some situations I crumble and fall, why am I afraid of figures of authority, that's the direction that you have to start thinking. You need to change your mindset. And mindset, it's the way you think, and it is the way you perceive yourself, other people, situations, and the world in general, your reality. Mindset, in other words, it can be thought of as your life philosophy. Your life philosophy, your perceptions, your beliefs, your attitudes towards yourself, other people, situations, and the world in general. When you begin to change and alter those limiting ideas, what begins to happen is that your emotional state begins to change. You start to feel differently about yourself, about other people, about situations, and the world in general. You start to perceive some situations that used to instill fear and panic into you. You start to think of them as nothing. There is no emotional trigger. There is no overreacting. There is no panic. There is no fear. There is no clammy palms. You are in control. And this control has nothing to do with block modification type of tools. That's not this type of control that I'm talking about. I'm talking the control of your emotional state. You can regulate it, but you can only do it effectively when you alter those perceptions and beliefs. So you have to change your mindset. That is the key aspect if you really intend to beat stuttering, speech anxiety for good. That is very briefly my journey. And I have some good news, guys. I am actually planning to create an online course, an online coaching course for people who stutter, in order to make my knowledge accessible to more and more people out there. If you would like me to share more, could you please leave a comment under this video? Thank you very much for listening, and I shall speak to you very soon.